Feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Hey, welcome back to the Orange County Shrimp Tank here in beautiful Southern California, where we interview CEOs and business owners about the do's and don'ts of running their business. Before I get to Bobby here, I want you to make sure you check out orangecounty.shrimptankpodcast.com and get today's full segment. There's a lot on the, again, that my expression, a lot of meat on the bone here. And this, we have an interesting setup today where we're actually talking to Bobby Ladd about, again, about once upon a time in Compton. And as a police officer for over 32 years in the business, I mean, a lot of history occurred when he was in that time. He's going to mention some names here that a lot of you out there are going to recognize immediately, but there was history. So those of you across the U.S. and those of you here in the local area here, you want to read this book, and there's no punches held back on this one. Everything is there. You're going to live it like if you were a police officer out there in the in a pretty intense time here. And my first question to Bobby would be, why did you co-author this book? Why did you feel like you needed to share this story?
Well, I mean, so many people wanted to know what it's like to work in Compton in the 80s and 90s because it's a little 10 square mile city. You know, we had 70, 80 homicides a year. With 1,000 shootings, and then, of course, we had NWA and Death Row Records that put Compton on the map. And we also worked on the Tupac Shakur murders and Biggie Smalls.
Wow. I mean, those names are, still to this day, those names pop up. I mean, it's not probably 1 day or 2 days. I hear about those names all the time. So you were actually one of the investigators involved with that?
Yes, on both cases. Well, it was Las Vegas' case, but all the players were from Compton. So we had a big war after Tupac was shot in Compton, and so we assisted Las Vegas PD with their investigation. We actually told them who did it. So that was 20 years ago.
Oh, wow. Because I think about, the music industry, when you think about the rap and some of the, there's a lot of things that people could say about someone who writes music. They can be under great conditions or really intense conditions like those guys were. So they were over there talking about their stories. Call it a poet or whatever you want to say. They were singing a song, even though they might have been involved with some things that might not have been, by the law, but or kosher, however you want to call it. But what an interesting time that you were involved with that, though.
Yeah, I mean, we knew them before they became famous because we were chasing them around on the streets, arresting them. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of grew up with them, and they actually were singing songs about their interactions with us. So,
that's awesome. I think that what history. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hey, so Bobby, how are you and Tim promoting the book? What are you guys doing to get that out there to the public?
Well, we've been doing a lot of book signings the last year, and we've been going to bookstores and trying to get to purchase them. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we did it on Twitter. We're doing the best we can with a limited budget, and that's probably close to nothing.
And you mentioned too, hey, you're working it. This is the way it is. Yeah. I mean, this is where the part of this, the small business owner, that's what you're doing now. They're marketing yourself. Right. And I agree 100% on that. But you brought up something about the audio tapes that they can, too. What was that? The with recording or whatever, they can get 8 hours. What was that one?
Oh yeah, about a month ago we came out. It's on Amazon, available right now. It's an audiobook. So
audiobook.
So it's 11 and a half hours for $22. So if you have a long commute, driving back and forth, an hour back, 2 hours back and forth, so it's great. You just plug it in, you can listen
to the book pretty quickly.
You know what? Hey, we're here in lovely Southern California, and there's plenty of areas where there's a long commute. Yeah. We're talking from Orange County to L.A. every morning, for those of you who know I'm speaking of, and those that are coming in from Riverside and back. I mean, based on those commutes, I think you can go get these things and get the whole story in maybe if not in 1 day, but in 2 days. But there's a lot of meat on the bones on this, you guys. So I just want to emphasize that. Go again to the orangecounty.shrimptankpodcast.com. Please check out the full segment.
So, Bobby, the best way for people to purchase your book today is through Amazon. I say that's the best way.
Yeah, that's correct. It's all it's available in paperback and Kindle too.
Oh, great, great.
Oh, on
Ken-
Kindle too.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
great.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely. So again, I want to just emphasize here: Once Upon a Time in Compton. The book's intense. I think they're working on doing a series on this thing. So on this book, on his story, on him and his partner, and those who served in that time. So again, I want to thank Bobby Ladd for being on our show.
Yeah.
With again, Once Upon a Time in Compton, and my co-host Tab Phipps. This was unique for us too, and it was an honor having Bobby be on the show again. Who he is and his story here. So again, with the ups and downs of the business world, and I got to say this, and the ups and downs of the intensity of the business world. Once Upon a Time in Compton. Always stay cool and keep the faith.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank.